Hello there and good morning. Now I hope you're getting up to speed with these new highway code proposals for rule changes, although I see our administrators didn't exactly have speed in mind when they came up with these rules. As per usual, please like, subscribe and comment below. Now, the UK Department of Transport has come out with some proposals to change the rules in the highway code, and this totally rebalances the power structure on our roads. Gone, it seems, are the days of the jaywalker, when we used to prosecute those that just wandered off across the road from the pavement, because the new highway code rules say only pedestrians may use the pavement. This includes people using wheelchairs and mobility scooters. Pedestrians may use any part of the road and use cycle tracks as well as the pavement, unless there are signs prohibiting pedestrians. That's great news for all those hordes of eco-warrior campaigners, isn't it? As they wander slowly along the road in front of traffic, waving their placards to save the planet. Or they cycle slowly along their way to work to make their point. Anyway, the Transport Secretary Grant Shapps said, "Millions of us have found over the past year how cycling and walking are great ways to stay fit, ease congestion on the roads and do your bit for the environment. As we build back greener from the pandemic, we're determined to keep that trend going by making active travel easier and safer for everyone." So I now wonder if we'll see the Prime Minister and all his ministers walking to and from work and all their meetings just to make their point and look good in front of the press, without having a 4x4 in tow as usual with all those red boxes in them with all their paperwork. Now, the new hierarchy is to put pedestrians at the top. They're the most protected. And that's followed by cyclists with their wobble room, and horse riders, and those that drive horse-drawn carriages and the like. Then come vans and minibuses, cars and taxis, and motorcyclists. And then at the bottom are the HGVs, buses and coaches. And you have to wonder how many more mirrors they're going to have fitted to them to comply with these new rules and protect everyone else on the road. And the concept is that the responsibility for road safety will now lie with those that can do the most damage, i.e. the HGVs, buses and lorry drivers. So it means that sail is at last overtaking steam on the roads of Britain. But even here the rules seem a bit blurry and wishy-washy in places. They're not absolutely definitive, so there'll be lots and lots of room for lawyers to make some money out of this. And the new rules say that cyclists should stay in the centre of the lane unless they have to move over to make way for faster traffic, but they should also keep 1.5 metres away from the edge of the road, away from the curbside, presumably because pedestrians might inadvertently step into the road to avoid other pedestrians and then step back again. So to give the pedestrian a bit of wobble room. Now the Highways Agency says that a single lane should just be about 3.5 metres wide, that's about 12 feet. And according to a written answer in Parliament in 2003, the average A road is 11.2 metres wide or 37 feet, with B and C roads being just 7 metres or 23 feet wide. So you can imagine if the cyclists keeps 1.5 metres away from the curbside or even in the centre on both sides of the road, then everyone else is going to be queuing up behind them, going at their pace to get to work, to get those deliveries done, for those cab drivers to deliver their passengers. Then there's the principle that cyclists have priority when going straight across junctions. That's going to take some getting used to. It seems that we are going down the route of encouraging pedestrians off of the pavements and onto the cycle paths and roads. We're getting cyclists off of the cycleways into the roads and into the centre of the roads, leaving everyone else to have to queue up behind them. So I can't see that slowing the economy down and slowing deliveries down, can you? Nor slowing down cab drivers delivering their passengers, all of that. Can you see any of that happening? And what about drunk pedestrians? Where do they sit on the hierarchy? And how about at night, those wearing dark clothing and they step out in the road? And at the end of the day, those that are paying the highest taxes to use the roads are the ones that are going to bear the most responsibility. And the rules will still all apply to those natty new electric cars. Having an electric car is not going to get you out of this one. And I wonder if insurance costs will rise as a result. And as I said, bus and cab journeys could take longer. But to get a healthier, fitter population, we do need to force frustrated car drivers out of their cars, don't we? And as I said, that will include the electric cars. Fewer cars, though, means a less tax for the exchequer, less tax for the upkeep of those roads. It also means less insurance money for those big city insurers. So will that mean that cyclists have to pick up the tab? Maybe cycles should have to be taxed, just like cars are today. And maybe cyclists, because they now have a definite route to responsibility for pedestrians, will have to have insurance as well. So what's your thoughts on this new proposal for the highway code? Please like and comment below.